Doom, doom, boom, boom. Man, remember that root song? Man, the first one, distortion of sound. Or man, that was cold, man. I think it was just Rozelle, like Man, I still listen to that every day. Shout out to the Roots, Philadelphia, Black Dog, Questlove. Man, I love hip hop, man. You know what, man? I'm just gonna be real for a second. This has been a good show. I felt I really I don't know. I think the energy was off for me early when I walked into the studio, but I mean, since I've been in here cooking and laughing and having a good time with everybody, I was sitting here thinking to myself, the Jordan Peele scary movies, yo, come on, man. It's like Get Out. That was like I'm talking about. You got people who still are off that movie like that. I was like, for real, you know what I'm saying? And it was just too much. And then I guess he got some show on Amazon Prime or whatever. Them or I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. It's like horror, but then it's comedy, but then it's weird stuff, and I'm like, I'm good, fam. It kind of like any M. Night Shyamalan movie. I'm like, bro, the what is that, The Sixth Sense or whatever with Bruce Willis? That was like his best movie ever. It's like that was his classic. The rest of them have been terrible, just crappy. And every time they try and hit you with, oh, this one's gonna be good, we gotta go ahead and talk it up, man. Look, I'm good, fam. I'm good. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's just like you be wanting some stuff to be right. Like when they had FX did the class of '09. Okay, hold on, man. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get to the sports. Hold on. FX had the class of '09. And it had legs. I mean, for real, it had me captivated. It was about an FBI task force that was developed around this AI technology. And then when they wanted to shut it down, the AI started locking everybody up who could put it into the program. But the way that it ended, I guess the writer strike had came about. So it was like, we got to hurry up and land this plane. So they took like a thumb drive and put it in the main computer and disabled the AI. And that was it. The computer had like drones out looking for people. The computer was killing people. I'm sitting there like, wow. Then it was just like, yo, we just put this antivirus on this thumb drive and put it in the computer, and now everything's back to normal. Really? I've been watching this thing for like a month and a half. So that's how it ends? Come on, man. Wow. Shout out to FX though, because Snowfall is a beast. I still watch Snowfall. Yeah, Uncle Jerome. Man, look, hold on. We gonna give me a quick 20 to pull it together, because I don't know. I went off in the left field right there. But we're gonna take a quick 20, and then I get to the little story in New York. And then, you know what I'm saying, we'll rock it in half. This is Big Vern. Ab Stupid. Man, that does sound good. Nice ice cold Coca-Cola on a hot day. Oh my goodness. So many great flavors. Coke goes with everything. You can have Coke in a pizza. You can have Coke with burgers. Oh my God. Coca-Cola, the cherry Coke, the zero sugar. You can have the spice Cokes, the vanilla Cokes. Oh my goodness. Coca-Cola. Taste the magic. All right. The Knicks and Tom Thibodeau burned by late game execution in the worst way as Tyrese Maxey keeps the 76ers alive. Now, this is from Brad Boykin and CBS Sports. The Knicks gave Embiid and the Sixers that opportunity. It didn't burn them in game two because Embiid missed, but in game five on Tuesday, as they defeated the same 3-point lead in the closing seconds. The Knicks once again opted not to foul as Maxey raced to the ball up the court. At the same time, it burned him. You can't keep putting yourself in harm's way and coming out unscathed. Now, the series could likely go 7, and if that's the case, this one play in this game just turned the series. That's an astute observation, I would say. This time, rather than pass to someone else, Maxey pulled up himself from 35 feet and laced nothing but net to send the game into overtime, where Philly proceeded to hand the Knicks an absolute excruciating 112-106 loss to set up what will be a wild Game 6 in Philly tonight. So that's a good game. It's going to jump off. I'm pretty much encouraged by it. Now, in the post presser, when asked why they didn't foul Maxey, Tom Thibodeau said, and I quote, "We could have, but we'll leave it at that. Our communication needs to be better. I say, boy, our communication needs to be better." That's not how he sounds. Name names, Tibbs. Name names. Because it sounds like you want to, but you're not going to throw guys under the bus. And that's even backed up in an article by Boykins when he says this means one of two things. Either he isn't going to explain himself to a bunch of reporters, or he isn't going to throw his players under the bus for not allowing the fouls to be executed. Based off of the comments from the New York players after the game, it appears to be the latter. For the sake of argument, there are more time left on the clock for the Knicks to consider. They may have had to play the foul game for a few possessions before the timeout situation came into play. And the longer you extend the game, the more nervous the coach will get when his lead starts to shrink. This is especially true of Thibodeau, who's a special brand of paranoid. He leaves starters in at the end of blowouts to guard against impossible comebacks. He's nervous, as is, and he should be. There's a lot on the line here. In this series, we all watched the madness at the end of Game 2. Anything can happen. In Game 5, the one thing that happened, Maxey was given a shot and made it. Simple as that. And the Knicks somehow go on to lose this series. They're going to regret giving him that opportunity. And like I said, it's further piggybacked off the statement that I made. If the Knicks go on to lose this series, and I think that Philly will push this to a Game 7, they will look at that game in Game 5 as this is the game and the shot that turned the series. So there it is. Do you think New York has enough to pull it off? Is this the rotten apple where you get a bite, they let you look at it, the number 2 seed, and you get knocked off by a number 7 seed? Like I said, the NBA playoffs is so compelling. I love it. Let's just keep playing. Also, I think last night that the Clippers lost to the Mavericks, so that's interesting. So this is nothing shy of a great time to be a pro ball fan. So that's the end of the show. Shout out to everybody who's rocking with us. We appreciate it. We keep growing the channel. Hey, I'm going to say some things you like. I'm going to go ahead and say some things you don't like. I'm going to do some wild impersonations. I'm going to give you some crazy stories. But in the end, it's just fun. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow.